What is going on YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing my first ever early access look into Nell's Diner. This is the first time I've ever seen the diner map. It is a small map that's just a little bit bigger than Sanglewood, and it's located on the side of a highway, and it's very detailed. It has a lot of interactable things. I am so excited to be able to show you all the hiding places, the looping places, what's interactable and what's not, where the breakers could spawn, and where the curse objects are on this map. So without any further ado, let's get into it. All right, we are here, Nell's Diner. We can see here we have one floor. There is no second or third floor. It is a single floor map. And we can see here that it looks like the breaker spawn point is on the right side there. I can see a vehicle and maybe a side door entrance. So that is awesome. Let's get this door open and go check to see what we got going on. I'm gonna bring in a headlamp, gonna bring in a flashlight, I'm gonna bring in a thermometer, and we're gonna see what we got going on with Nell's Diner. Now, I do have it set on my custom difficulty here to have all hiding spots turned on and all cursed possessions turned on as well. So whatever hiding spots are gonna be available on this map, we will see it right now. But let's check this out here. We got some sunrise on, we got his Nell's Diner neon sign there. And we're definitely on the side of a highway here. I can see some sand. I see some cacti in the distance. I think that says 80 miles per hour. Wow, this is a very abandoned highway then. A very, very low traffic highway. If you're going 80 miles per hour, that is fast. We got another truck here. Is this another ghost hunting corp that didn't make it out? What's going on here? Where's the driver? This looks just like my truck. Looks exactly the same. Well, I guess ours is a little bit longer. We got a longer truck, huh? All right, ooh, is that a side entrance there? Let's go check it out. It's another car here that somebody has left behind. Another car. Yep, there's an exit sign here. Let's see if we can get in this way. Employee entrance only, and we can indeed get in that way. Awesome, I like that. Very, very cool. Let's go to the front side and just get a good look at this map. Really has that old diner feel. I could tell you a couple diners in my particular area here around the New York area that look just like this. This is so cool. We got a cop car here, and it looks like a cop just got out and then just took off in fear. Is this interactable? You can interact with the horde inside the cop car. That is amazing. I love that. All right, I do have the breaker starting on. Let's get inside there and see what we can do. Welcome to Nell's Diner. We got a little sign up front here. $1.50 for cherry pie day. Ooh, that's pretty cheap. I'll take a piece of cherry pie. We got some pamphlets here. This says Maple Lodge Campsite. So I guess if you want to go down the highway to Maple Lodge Campsite, you could go check out some friendly ghosts and some scares over there too. That is pretty cool. They did a little nod to Maple Lodge there. All right, what do we got? We got a jukebox. And we got a bunch of lights here we could turn on. I wonder where these lights are. I want to light up this area too. There we go. We got two lights back here. I'm going to turn those on. This is nice and lit up. Here is your first breaker spawn point behind the countertop here. And this is number one. I'm assuming there's going to be 2 or 3 breaker spawns in total. Nice. So here on top of the counter, we do have some interactable stuff. It looks like you can interact with the salt shakers and the spoons and the forks and the cups. So these are all interactable. The ghosts. What about the jukebox? Can we turn it on? 200 selections? Yeah. Okay. All right. That's awesome. You can even interact with the jukebox. The ghost can interact with that for sure. Okay. So, one of the things that's coming to mind right away here in this open area is this is very dangerous. This is a very dangerous place for a ghost to come and get you. But one of the things that I'm thinking about automatically is we have some door here's, right? You have to click and drag these open. So you don't just click them and they don't open. You have to click and drag them upwards and they will open. If you click closer to the hinges, they'll open completely for you. Hi, Ghosty. We do have friendly ghost mode turned on as well, so the ghost is not going to be able to hunt me during this walkthrough. Thank goodness. So I'm assuming that if we turn off our electronics, we can definitely crouch loop or just crouch and try to hide from the ghost behind this countertop. What I'm not sure about, and I would have to see in gameplay, is can the ghost see through the bottom of this? I'm assuming they probably can't. You can see through, but they can't see you, but I can't say for sure. because I cannot walk through it. Seems like a solid barrier once you close that door. So that is very interesting. But definitely this countertop here, you can definitely crouch behind because it's way too high. They wouldn't be able to see you back here. So that is one potential hiding spot just to get out of the way. Another thing that's coming to mind here is this glass wall. If you have a ghost hunting from this side or you have a ghost hunting from over there, you can crouch down and try to get behind this glass wall and keep going around and around if you had to. So if the ghost is going right, you go left. If the ghost is coming left, you go right. And you try to stay away from it to the best of your ability. That would be another play here as well. Cool. So this is the first open area. Let's go to the back now. I'm going to turn some lights on so we don't overload the breaker. We're going to go towards the back, towards, I'm assuming, the bathrooms. This is usually where you would see a bathroom. Got an ATM machine back here. We're going to deposit some money. We got, oh, look at this hiding spot here. I can definitely tell that this one particular vending machine is away from the wall. And you got a little gap here. You can go behind the vending machine and hide here. This is a very strong hiding spot. I really cannot foresee the ghost just randomly wandering back here unless the ghost saw you go in there yourself or you had electronics on letting it know, hey, I'm back here during a hunt. So that's a very good hiding spot itself. And we have here, we have a woman's room and we have the men's room. Summoning circle right there, but we'll get to that later. You can hide inside of these stalls, no problem. Go inside of these stalls. You got some graffiti in here. This is... What kind of place is this? This is some poopy. Flush it down. But you can definitely hide inside of these stalls for sure. This could be a good hiding spot. You got some in there. Women's room, you obviously have 4. And you can hide in any one of these would be a semi-decent hiding spot. Sometimes you have ghosts just wander into a bathroom stall, like on high school. Sometimes you hide inside of the stall inside of the bathroom high school, and it just randomly wanders in there and gets to you. Just bad luck. Well, I wouldn't say it's the best hiding spot ever, but it is a hiding spot nonetheless. Bathrooms for sure. Walking through here. Room to the right. We get a light onto this hallway. Oh, looks like the ghost turned off the breaker. Definitely not a gin then. We have a utility closet in here. This utility closet is extremely small, and you have no hiding potential in here whatsoever. So if you're being hunted, definitely don't come in here. Sink inside of here does work. You can potentially get dirty water for a free photo. Love that. And on the other side, we have an employee bathroom, it looks like. It is flushable, yes. And I would say that there's no hiding in here either. So these 2 rooms are not hideable. Don't go inside them if you're getting chased by a ghost. Not a good idea. What do we have here, then? This is the employee lounge area, it looks like. Let me go get the breaker back on before we do any more discussion. Breaker is going back on. Wait. I'll turn these lights off over here, too. Inside the employee lounge. Oh, let's go. This is what I was hoping for. I was hoping somewhere on this map they would have a closet or a locker. I didn't think it was going to be a closet because that wouldn't really make a lot of sense on a particular diner like this, but lockers in the employee area make a lot of sense. Lockers, closets, the most overpowered hiding spots in all of Phasmophobia. This is a great hiding spot. Come on in here, shut the door, hold it closed so the ghost can't accidentally open it on you, and you're set. Other than that, if you come in here, I could definitely see a scenario where I'm going to be utilizing this, where the ghost comes in and I'm going to loop it around this little table here, and I'm going to come back through the door, shut it, and run away. So that's another opportunity. You could utilize that circular table. I wish they had more circular tables in the middle of the room out inside the actual seating area for customers, but they do not. I hear some static. Now, one thing I want to see is, can I interact? You can indeed interact with these vending machines when the power is on. What about the water cooler? Yep, water coolers work as well. That's awesome. Very interactable indeed. All this stuff here is throwable as well. This turns on the TV. You have a lot of interactivity here on this map. What about the sinks in here work as well for dirty water. Microwave turns on. You can heat up your leftovers. I love that. Very good. What do we got going on here? Mystery of Maple Lodge. Wow, they're really selling Maple Lodge here. They really want you to get out of this map and go over to Maple Lodge and play some games over there. All right, the more you know. Next over here, I'm assuming this is going to be the area with the office. Yep, it's the one room I figured we were still missing. Interactable TV here. Computer, looks like the ghost turned this computer on. The fans do work as well. What about hiding in this room? The one hiding spot, the only hiding spot I see in here is you can go beyond this cabinet and crouch behind here. Now, the one thing that's going to be a problem is if the ghost comes in this room and it walks over to that chair area behind the desk, it's going to see you here, no problem. So make sure you have an incense in this hiding spot. Definitely not the best hiding spot on the map, but it is there if you need it in a pinch for sure, I would say. That's the only hiding spot. If you were to crouch below this desk, it would be way too low. The ghost would see you here, no problem. The light does work here as well. And look at this, an interactable safe. Takes a 6-digit code. I'm sure I'm going to do a video at some point that's going to show you how to crack that safe and maybe any Easter eggs that lie within. So make sure you keep tuned to all of our socials for more videos to come on the map. Nice. And we have some video cameras here. This video camera right here is right outside the door in the hallway. This one is looking outside in the behind the counter area of the diner, and this one's looking outside by our van. Now I wonder, I'm assuming these are live, so if a player was like in the van, coming out of the van right now, I would see them on this. Now I don't know if you can see ghost orbs on this camera or not, but we're gonna figure it out in gameplay later on in the future. Shut this area. This is the back door that you can leave if you want to go back to your van very quickly. And next we're going into the kitchen. Kitchen lights. Where are you, kitchen light? Okay. We started a fire. We didn't start the fire. I'm sorry. You can turn that off right now. God. Turn these lights on back here. We got our kitchen area. No hiding. Well, I guess like if the ghost was through that doors and you had to crouch behind here, you probably could. And then if you had to make a quick getaway through that doorway, you definitely could as well. I wouldn't recommend it. I'm sure there's going to be a better hiding spot in here. In fact, I would probably argue that you could probably crouch loop around this prep slash griddle fryer area. So this could potentially be a good crouch looping spot. We'll have to try that in gameplay as well. But what do we got back here? Is all this interactable? You could turn on the griddle. You could turn on the fryer. You could see the oil moving. Oh! You can light up some steaks there. Really cool. And this one over here is not interactable. The ghost turned off the breaker again. Let's fix that. And something's going on with this door that I want to address here for a second. Look at this door. The door does have pushing physics, but if I walk into the door, it's not going to move. So you have to click it, hold it, and then go through. Or hold it past the point and then go through and then let it go. So that door is going to close on itself. It's going to close on its own. It's got its own level of physics. Very cool. We got an egg here. I'm going to throw an egg on the griddle. I was not expecting that to happen. The eggs actually cracked. We're cooking some eggs up. Come. Where did that egg just go? Where did that egg just go? Oh my goodness, that's so cool. All right. Pots and pans and everything, they all have physics. You can throw all the spices and everything. Very cool. A lot of stuff to throw in. You're going to have a ghost back here. This is going to be a poltergeist's dream. It's going to be throwing everything. All right. Let me go back here. What do we have here? Now, is this considered the freezer? No, it's not, because it's not cold back here. You got a little bit of shelvery back here that you could try to dip behind. What about back here? Is this the freezer? I'm assuming it is. Yep. So look at the temperature of this room. This temperature is 2.5 in here. It's very cold in here. So this is the freezer. Do you have a Hantu in here? It's going to have a field day. And this room is always going to be cold. So this is not necessarily your ghost room if it's cold. It's the freezer, so it's always cold. And here's a hiding spot you have back here in the freezer slash, I guess, the food area, the storage. You have to go behind the shelf. turn off your flashlight and sit here. This is a very good hiding spot. Very good hiding spot indeed. I can't see the ghost roaming through here, going through this doorway, going to the right, going to the left, and then just randomly coming back in here to find you. That's a good hiding spot right there. All right. Food prep area, and I'm assuming, again, this is all throwable and interactable. So if you have a poltergeist come back here, you better expect everything to be thrown and disheveled and all over the place. Some mayonnaise, some mustard, some ketchup, all the things. Very cool. What about behind the counter here? I didn't get a chance to explore this too much. You got your drink dispensers that all work. Your coffee machine. Espresso machine does definitely work too. Order up. Cash register. Yep, all the drink dispensers do work. So this is a nice little small map. I could definitely see this map being very popular among players. And compared to some other maps, this map is a little bit more open than Tanglewood, but not as open as Camp Woodwind, that's for sure. And I would definitely say that if you have a ghost hunting out here, run towards the back. If the ghost is hunting in the back, run towards the front. You know, just trying to get out of the customer area or the employee area, depending on where your ghost is, and trying to just stay out of the way, because it's going to be able to close the gap on you very quickly in a map like this. But again, there's a lot of good spots to be able to lose line of sight, a lot of corners to turn. Yeah, this I could definitely, I'm so excited for gameplay on this. I think it's going to be amazing. And I'm going to be checking out gameplay on this tonight on stream at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And I'm going to be checking gameplay on this tomorrow, Tuesday, November 11th, where Twitch drops will be coming back. And I'm going to show you this little graphic right here on the bottom left side of your screen. This is going to be the drop that you can get from official Phasmo content creators for a couple days. You're going to be able to get this pink badge with a donut badge on it. And it's going to be available from my channel, like official Phasmophobia content creators like myself, for a couple days. So make sure you tune into the streams and watch. Well, let's go back outside and check out some more stuff here. Now let's do a quick walkthrough of where all the cursed possession spawn points are, starting with the voodoo doll. You're gonna go inside the front door, and you're gonna make a left when you're inside. Get the lights on here so we can see. Now, inside of one of the booths here on the left side, you're gonna see a voodoo doll just sit there. Somebody left their doll behind. Here is your first cursed possession spawn point. The second one is gonna be located inside the bathroom, and it's gonna be the summoning circle. So we're gonna go back here to the men's bathroom. Women's bathroom is the first one. Ladies first. Then the men's room is the second one. Open this up. You have the summoning circle sitting on the floor of the men's bathroom. Makes sense because you never know what the men are going to summon up in there. Some terrible, dirty thing. From here, we're going to go to the storage closet, which is located outside the men's bathroom, into the employee section, to the right here. And you can see this is one of your breaker spawn points right there. And you also have your Ouija board just kind of sitting on top of the box in a very lopsided fashion. This is your third cursed possession spawn point. Next cursed object is going to be the mirror, which we're going to back out of the storage room. And we're going to head over to the employee break area. And you're going to see the Mr. Sprinkle. And right next to it is the mirror on the chair. That is your fourth cursed possession spawn point. The fifth one and the next one is going to be located in the next room over, which is going to be the office. So we're going to go out of this room into the office. And right here, next to the coffee pot and the TV, you're going to see your music box sitting next to a cacti. That is your fifth cursed possession spawn point. Next one is going to be outside this room into the kitchen area. And very unsanitarily, you're going to have a bone on the ground potentially. And you're going to notice that you have a monkey paw sitting on top of a cutting board next to a knife. So unfortunately, it looks like the monkey paw is sitting here in the food prep area. Not very sanitary at all for your sixth cursed object spawn point. And somebody should really do something about this dirty water because that is not going to pass the health inspection. Our seventh and last cursed possession spawn point is going to be outside the double doors going to the back side of the cashier area. And right next to the cash register is going to be your tarot cards, where you're going to chance your luck to see what kind of cards you're going to get. Hopefully, it's going to be a high priestess. Outside of that, there's one more breaker spawn point I want to be able to show you. And it's located sometimes right here behind the counter, and it's located right there. So I've seen 2 breaker spawn points so far, 1 inside the storage room and 1 behind the counter. There might be a 3rd, I just haven't had it. And that's gonna sum up our first ever walkthrough and virtual tour of Nell's Diner. There is some good looping potential in there. There is some good hiding potential in there. A lot of opportunities to break line of sight from the ghost, just like the new Grafton Farmhouse has. And I noticed that is going to be a new thing going forward with new maps and rework maps. They're trying to keep in mind, where do you go if the ghost starts hunting at any point? They don't want to leave you stranded like some of the maps out there, like prison, like high school. They don't want to just leave you in the middle of the open and say, I have nowhere to go. If I have no incense, I'm gone. So that is something we're keeping in mind now with the development of maps. And there's a lot of interactabilities in here. The ghost has an opportunity to interact with all the drink machines, the grill, the stuff in the prep area, the jukebox. There's so many things for the ghost to be able to do in here and give you unique interactions. And on top of that, there's some really cool Easter eggs in this map too. So go investigate it, have some ghost hunts in it, and I hope you enjoy it and have the best ghost hunts possible. Till I see you next time, happy ghost hunting and stay crispy.